In lesson 8, we're just getting students to be comfortable that negative variables are just our white pawns. So let's go ahead and jump on this. On one side, I have 3 negative a's and a 2. And the only difference is that we're using the white pawns. And on the other side, I have 2 negative a's and an 8. And so when I take a look at this, I'm just going to do my two-handed operation as normal. And since it's so easy to grab these, I'm going to take 2 in each hand like this. And I'm still going to continue to pause so that I don't lose track of what I'm doing. It keeps me organized and pull those off. And then I'm going to go ahead and I can see that that 8 would be nice if it were a 6 and a 2, right? And then I can take my 2's, lift it off the scale, pause, and come down. And so now here we see it's not a that equals 6, it's negative a equals 6. And so a equals negative 6. And I would have them say both of these things out loud at the same time. We say negative a equals 6, a equals negative 6. All right, let's take a look at what this same problem looks like if we're drawing the equations. So we have the same equation here. The only difference is that we're going to be drawing them. So on one side, I have 3 negative a's and a 2. And on the other side, I have 2 negative a's and an 8. So when I'm drawing these, and I'm going to take 2 off at the same time, I like to just circle them and draw an arrow that shows, hey, I took 2 off of each side is kind of an easy way to do it. And then instead of changing that 8 into a 6 and a 2, I'm going to kind of gain some freedom for myself. And I'm going to say, I'm going to take 2 away from that 8. And I'm going to show it like this. And I like using red because it's easy to see. I'm taking 2 away from that 8. And I'm going to be left with a 6. So now I'm done with this. I'm going to redraw the scale to see what do I have left. And I can see I've got 1 negative a on one side, and on the other side, let's see, all of this is gone, and I'm left with a 6 on this side. And so what I see that I have is that the negative a equals 6, which means the positive a equals negative 6. And so you're going to see in the next set of worksheets that we're always listing the positive and the negative, reinforcing to the student that they're just opposites of each other, the a's and the negative a's. All right, let's take a look at example 2 and go ahead and draw this one as well. So in this one, I have my 3 negative b's. And let's remind, this is a great place to remind students here that this is a term. And because there's 2 negatives in that term, I like to draw bubbles when I'm doing these, it's positive. And so now I've got 3 negative b's and 1 b. And on the other side, I have 1 negative b and a 9. And so what I'm going to do now at this time is I'm going to take that 0 pair off, right? I see here that I have a one-handed move, and I'll just circle it saying I'm taking these 2 things off of the scale. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my two-handed move and take one of these negative b's off with another negative b. So now when I draw the scale, the answer just jumps out at you, right? So I've got 1 negative b on one side and a 9 on the other side. And so I see my negative b equals 9, and that's what I write, and my b equals negative 9. And I'm going to write both of those things down to reinforce that. All right, let's take a look at one more example, and we'll be done with lesson 8. All right, so in this one, wow, there's a lot on here, right? So I have a 5, and I have 2 negative c's, and I have one more negative c. So I'm going to put it on like this. On the other side, I have 3 negative c's. And look, I'm going to give students a little liberty of how they want to draw these. We don't have to draw them in straight lines. You'll end up getting quite a bit on your scale. And oh, look at here again. I have that 2 negatives in the same term. So that one's going to be a positive c and an 8. Now, I want to point out here, We could do a two-handed move here that took all three negative c's off of both sides, but then we're going to land up with this situation where I'm trying to get rid of this 8 from a 5. And so I want to encourage you at this step, let's go ahead and do that one-handed move to get rid of that positive c like this. And then I'm going to go ahead and finish taking these two off along with these two. So there's my two-handed operation, taking two of those negative c's off. And then again, let's look how we do this. I want to take this 5 off, and so I'm going to take 5 away from the 8. And I'm going to write this little 5 here, right, that says I took 5 away from the 8, as opposed to drawing a 5 and a 3 cube, which is fine if they want to do this. I'm just doing a little bit of shorthand. And so then what would be left with is a 3 after I take the 5 away. So now let's redraw our scale and let's see what we land up with. I've got a negative c on one side, and on the other side, I'm just left with a 3. And so again, we see that our negative c is 3, and so our positive c is negative 3. And that concludes our lesson 8. Thank you.